Welcome to another edition of Sip&Ponder with SirguyIsHere. Today we'll be discussing leadership failure in Africa as well as foreign intervention. And with me on the studio today I have Pascal. He's a seasoned political analyst and also an appointee of the APGA administration in Anambra. Pascal. Welcome to Sip&Ponder.
Thank you very much, Sagai. Really appreciate it.
Let's get this done. Owing to the insecurity that we are experiencing, the Christian genocide, they claim is taking place in Nigeria today. Some are saying that the foreign powers have made Africa to be where it is today. Some are saying that no, it is the fault of Nigerian leaders. So do you blame the situation we are in on the failure of our leaders, or you think that our destiny have collectively been decided by foreign powers?
Okay, coming from the leadership failure, I can say that the reason why they are intervening in our government is because of weak leadership, weak institution, and failed leadership. That's all I can say. Understand? So all I can say in the threatening of Donald Trump now is that Donald Trump wouldn't have threatened military action in Nigeria or threatened to stop aiding Nigeria in any form. What I expect him to do is to equip Nigeria and aid us with security, you understand, to combat these killings or curb this killing in Nigeria, this Christian killing, as he said, in Nigeria. You understand? Because if you look at it now, the people that are being killed, they are not only Christians. The Muslims are being killed too. They are humans too. So you cannot just come at a particular place and say you're going to save a particular group of people. What happened to others? Are they not humans too? What is your interest in saving these people? So I don't think the leadership of US
is getting it right.
Is getting it right.
I think while I align myself with your opinion, I also want to say that yes, they are getting it right. I think the US leadership is getting it right in the sense that this is actually what they wanted. In the context of if this is proper, it is not proper. But if they are getting what they want right, I think they are getting it right. Now it would be unfair for us to discuss this topic of a foreign intervention in Africa and strip the context of what should be. I will take you back to the US Congressman Scott Perry, a Congress member. He said that the United States is using the US aid to fund Islamic terrorists, and Boko Haram is one of those organizations that he mentioned. So it is not far-fetched when we say that these people are the ones that have put us in this chaos that we are into. I am one of those who do not blame Africa's problem entirely on failed leadership. I think that these foreign powers have constantly manipulated our destiny. They have kept Africa, Nigeria in particular, where we are today. When you cast your mind back to the 2023 election, Nigerians asked and appealed to the US government. We said we want to see the record of the indicting records of the current president now. We wanted to go through certain records to see who is being elected into office. They struggled with releasing these documents. In fact, they ended up not releasing the document. That's when it was needed. When you look back again and you take your mind back to 2015, the Jonathan's administration, you would have it that the Nigerian government appealed to Washington for 3 good years to recognize Boko Haram as an Islamic terrorist organization, which they refused to. They would now go forward to come to Nigeria to campaign for the Bring Back Our Girls, the Chibok Girls campaign. All of this were just for them to intervene in the 2015 election, which they used to introduce the APC government. So at the end of the day, you would have it that our votes really don't matter. in this country. It doesn't matter because there are people who are snatching ballot boxes on the street. It doesn't matter because there are foreign powers such as the United States who have constantly dictated who should be the leader in Nigeria. They teamed up with, and this wouldn't be the first time they are using Christianity to decide our fate, bringing a religious division. In 2023, you had pastors hit the streets to campaign against the current administration as at then. So these are the issue. But then some would say that our destiny is in our hands. Some others would say that it is in the hands of these foreign powers. Speak to me about this division.
Okay.
Where your own opinion lies.
Okay, in my own opinion, I would say that to some extent, some African countries now are doing well on their own. Countries like Burkina Faso is doing well. I can see what their military president is doing without the interference of any foreign country. Mali is also doing the same. Our destiny is in our hands. It's up to our leaders to stand up to duties, take up responsibilities and say, no, this is what we want in our country. For US to intervene in our affairs here, I would say that it is political.
It is in the nature of international politics.
Yes, it is in the nature of international politics. You understand? Because there is no, just like we are being taught in school, there is no Saraka in the international system. You know what is Saraka? You don't do Saraka in the international
no
system.
freebie in international
Yes,
system.
if you don't work, you don't eat there.
Yes.
Any country that is coming to do business with other country must, first of all, place their national interest ahead of them. You understand? So, if US is coming to Nigeria to do this or do that, they have something at the back of their mind. That's why I'm afraid of US saying that they want to come to Nigeria.
Would you agree that there is Christian genocide?
There is Christian genocide in Nigeria because Christians are being killed in some part of Nigeria.
Some would argue that it is not a Christian genocide.
Yes,
that it is a genocide against the Nigerian people.
I'm coming.
Okay.
There is Christian genocide. When you say Christian, is when Christians are being killed, right? In a large number. You understand? So like Benue now, Christians were killed, I think last 3 months or so. It's not only Christians that were killed. They killed both Muslims and Christians. But the killing of Christians came in a larger quantity. And that's why I say that there is Christian genocide in Nigeria. It's not about who is being killed or who is not being killed, but Nigerians are dying on a daily basis. That's what we should concentrate on. Not Trump coming to save only the Christians. What about other citizens? What happens to them?
I particularly refuse to believe that Trump is coming to save anyone at all. When you look at the history book, you will discover that the cases of UN intervention, especially in Africa, have been more of a tragedy, even all around the world. I mean, look at what happened in Libya. When the US government intervened in the name of democracy, look at what happened to Libya. It was thrown back to the Stone Age. In Libya that was once progressing, once doing well. When they intervened in 2015 in Nigeria, same thing happened. We cannot strip away these facts that these people are after our resources. People of this generation, we must agree that it is our collective responsibility to change the course of our nation. No one is coming to save us.
You are right, my brother. So the thing is that you mentioned Libya now, and over years I've been searching about Libya, what's happening in Libya. US came with the mind or with
the guise of democracy.
Yes, coming to save the nation from dictatorship. But Muammar Gaddafi was doing well as a military leader.
Would you advocate for military to take over in Nigeria?
Military is not the best form of government. Okay. It is not the best form of government because when the military is in power, you don't have We don't have freedom of expression.
But it is the military that is
Yeah?
it is the military that is taking care of Burkina Faso that you say this to you.
Yes, they are doing well. Yes, the military in Burkina Faso, you can agree with me that they are doing well.
I agree.
The country is moving forward now, but there are some restrictions when it comes to military leadership. You don't have access to the media just like that. The military can do you anything. I was advocating for it, but at this point, I don't think military form of government is the best.
I would say that at this point in our country, for us to move our destiny forward, we must recognize the fact that what we need is a revolutionary government. And if it comes in a military outfit, I would welcome it. You would have it that currently there is nothing that doesn't go on in this democracy. When the killings in Benue happened, the president said that he couldn't get to the destination because there is bad road. We came out the other time to protest. 2020, what happened to the protesters? The end bad governance protest, what happened to the protesters? So everything that we fear that could possibly happen under the military is happening now. People are not secured. I am not saying that the military has become the best system of government. I am saying that if the revolutionary government that we need to take our faith forward comes in a military outfit, I will welcome it. Let's have your final take on the subject matter, leadership failure in Africa and foreign intervention.
Okay, leadership failure and foreign intervention. Okay, I will still come from a US aspect of it, because it is the major discussion here. US cannot go anywhere without having something, without presenting their national interest. You understand? In Iraq, 2003, they went to invade Iraq. It's allegedly saying that there is what? Weapon of mass destruction. Yeah. And they established their military base there. But all of us know that they went there for political reasons. You understand? So I'm afraid that this is what they are coming to do in Nigeria again. You understand? So I think our leadership should step up to duty, curb insecurity in Nigeria. If there is anything US should do, is to support us with security, not coming to invade Nigeria.
Which they have failed to do over time.
So why are you coming now to...
We asked them to sell. The Good Luck administration had pleaded, urged Washington to sell arms to Nigeria to fight terrorism. They refused.
They did not do it.
They even went further to place a ban on Nigeria to the point that we can't purchase arms in the international market. Anyway, these are the issues. At this point, we would have to draw the curtain. This is Sip&Ponder, and I am your host, SirguyIsHere. With me on the show today was Pascal, a seasoned political analyst. Pascal, thank you for coming to Sip&Ponder.
Thank you very much.
It was glad having you here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Be sure to join us again and do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, SirguyIsHere. I remain your host, SirguyIsHere.